Buena sriracha, my little pigeonines. How y'all doing? It's Saturday night. Sexy Saturday. Oh, and in honor of Sexy Saturday, I thought we'd do something a little racy, a little different. I just thought I would do us a good old fun romance reading for the week ahead. So this will apply to really whenever you see it. I think that when you come across something that catches your eye, there's a reason, and it doesn't really always matter when it was made. But yeah, so this is valid for whenever you see it, but for now, the rest of the weekend and next week. Because you know what? Hearts can change. And you know that hearts can change. Nothing lasts forever. And you know that hearts can change. Sorry, I just had to get that whole little verse out. All right, romance angels. What advice can you give me and the collective that are going to see this video for our love life? I didn't really have any crazy things happen. I was really tired before work today, so I didn't go out and run. And usually if I go out and run in the neighborhood, I have adventures like dogs mauling me and seeing cute guys everywhere and embarrassing myself and finding weird random things. I think it was yesterday, I was jogging and I was just thinking about like our message that we had the other day about turning the volume on you all the way up and like turning up your luck and you like, you know, your vibe and everything. And I looked down and I saw this like gold plastic coin on the ground and I started to jog past it. It was like a token. And I was like, you know what? That was like my little token, like a Mario. I'm going to go back and get it and see what it was. It had a 4-leaf clover on it. It was said something about like you feeling lucky or something. I was like, I am feeling lucky. And we're all about to be feeling lucky, baby. Keeping it steamy. All right, what do we need to know? What kind of advice can we get for our love life? Ooh, let go of control issues. This came up during our Valentine's reading, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we're all white knuckling it out there. But yeah, give up control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, I guess if you feel the urge to, I think this is true anytime. If you feel the urge to reach out to someone you're attracted to, make sure that you are not doing it from a place of neediness. Like, for instance, be in the spirit of sharing. You don't want to reach out when you feel neurotic and like when you feel like, oh, I haven't heard from that person in a minute. Like maybe, you know, I should put myself on the radar, or you know, trying to be, I don't know, contrived or like get some kind of like response out of somebody. Like just relax. And when it's really natural and you actually have like, oh, this is legitimately something they would like to see, or I really have something to tell them, or you're feeling like confident and fun and full of yourself, then send the message. But don't ever reach out when you feel needy or when you feel like you want any kind of specific result to happen. You want to feel like it's just effortless, like you're not overthinking anything. So let go of control issues. Control is only an illusion anyway, and you really just don't want to control someone because you don't get genuine feelings back. You've just basically tricked them into like this mental trap where they're infatuated and obsessed because you're just putting them in a psychological like net, essentially. So, and then that's not really satisfying for you because it's not real. They're not like overwhelmed and like swept off their feet by you because you're so great. They just got like caught up in your entangled games. It's not real. So let go of control. I'm trying to think of anything else that's coming to me right now about this. You want to give people freedom, and not to say like go cheat on me or something. You have your boundaries and all that, but the more freedom you give to someone, the more drawn they will be to you because they don't feel like they're being led into like a room and someone's gonna like slam the door behind them and trap them in. Do you know what I mean? Like if you ever see those cages where they like lure the animal in and then like they trip the thing and the trap door falls. Yeah, when you have like, when you're playing games with someone and you're trying to, I don't know, get them to like you so much. It's like you're trapping them. There's this energy there that they're not safe to come any closer because you're not allowing them, like it's like you're locking the door from like the outside and like trapping them in, you know what I mean? So you want to give people the freedom to be themselves. No one will change for you. If they do, it will probably only be temporary, or it will be a very difficult process. So people really only change for themselves. And even then, it's like, that's kind of rare. And it takes a lot of like diligent effort and devotion and hard work. So you want to accept people for who they are, really. Like in that moment, in the now. I mean, you can't really fully love someone unless you see them for who they really are, not who they're going to be. You know, so many times we just get drunk on people's potential. We get drunk on our own potential, and it's so dangerous. And you're missing the person right in front of you. You want to be loved for, you know, with your flaws and your weaknesses as well as your strengths. And so do other people. And I think that there's something irreplaceable about someone who can see you and really get you and understand you and accept you the way that you are, but who holds standards, you know, who pushes you to grow. Like you don't want someone who doesn't push you to grow, because then, I don't know, it's like you should always be growing together and helping each other along, you know, not being naggy, but I don't know, being encouraging. But also, if you see that your partner, significant other is like really not living up to what they should be in the relationship, you have to push them, you know, you have to push them to do more. And I think people do appreciate that, because they may not be happy about it in the moment, but later they will respect you and they will respect the relationship more, because you set the standard and you push them to grow beyond themselves. And then when they step away and look back, they'll realize that, oh wow, you both came out better for it. So don't avoid confrontation because you're trying to like keep everything nice. It's a killer, okay? Don't be just nice to keep everything peaceful. The relationship will blow up because you're going to be resentful, because you're going to be pushing down your own needs. Kindness and nice are two different things. The guys that I've gone out with in the past that were like Mr. Nice guys, they were the most dangerous ones, because they're the ones that don't tell you the truth. They're the ones that say whatever they need to pacify you in the moment to avoid the conflict. And then later you find out that there was a whole other situation going on and they just didn't say anything. So don't be nice, be kind, be honest, be natural. Don't force anything. Don't try to control anything. Just give everybody freedom. And the person who really is like all about you will want to come closer to you with all that freedom, and you won't need to like pull the strings or whatever, and you shouldn't anyway. Playfulness, time to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So yeah, get out there and be flirty and fun, and don't take everything so seriously. Like, you know, it's funny because there's so many mixed messages and mixed advice out there about like how to date, if you're like looking for a serious relationship, like when you should say something about it, and like, you know, or should you, you know, play it off like you're just having fun and then like see how it goes. And I think it's like you can be honest, but put no pressure on someone. Like if you are just dating to date, then that's a lot easier, because you can just be like, yeah, I'm just not looking for anything serious right now. And like we all understand what that means. Or at least we should. Some people take that as, oh good, I can make you fall in love with me and have like an intimate, committed relationship. It's like, no, they try to tell you ahead of time. But if you are looking for something serious, that's usually when you think, ooh, that could scare someone off if I just like launch into that. And I think the best way to approach it is just to be like, yeah, I'm really like on the lookout for the soulmate, but I know I'm just going to have fun along the way. So I guess I'm just, you know, getting rid of people faster than I used to. And that makes them feel a little bit urgent. And it's like playful, but you're not putting the pressure on them because, you know, you're not like trying to like white knuckle them to stay. It's not personal to them. Like, you be general and universal. Like, yeah, I'm looking for, you know, obviously everyone's looking for the soulmate eventually, but that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. But in the meantime, like, I'm just gonna see what happens, see what's good till then. Keep them moving, keep them grooving. So yeah, playfulness. We have let go of control issues. Let's do one more romance card. Ooh, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And this is very, very, very simple and straightforward. I mean, basically, it's like, let go of control. Just have fun. Be at ease. Be flirty. Have a lust for life. Have fun with every moment. Stop and smell the roses. And while you're being playful and cute and fun, someone's going to want to give you the whatever it is that you're trying to get. Yeah, okay. So I feel like we're going to do one Mary card and one straightforward oracle to go with our let go of control, playfulness, and attraction. Tired from the night. It's like probably midnight now. Saturday night at work. Ooh, quiet. She's like, be quiet, bitch, go to bed. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. Okay, cool. So I think that this goes with the, all I can say, I'm just like throwing things everywhere. Okay, so quiet and listen, I feel goes with let go of control issues, because you might want to be like reaching out, putting yourself on somebody's radar, making sure they don't forget you or whatever. And maybe the best thing to do right now is just to sit back, let go of control, stop trying to push or make anything happen, and just be quiet. Put your mind on something else, go do other things, and listen. Listen to the person's behavior. Listen to what they are saying or what they're not saying to you, but maybe let them reach out to you, or at least for a few days, just chill. Yeah. And then I think there was, another card came out. Optimism. I've never pulled this card out of the Mary deck. Usually it's just forgiveness or trust. It's like, trust, forgive, be compassionate with yourself. I'm like, give me some other piece of advice, please. Yeah, optimism. I expected things to happen, and they do. And yeah, that goes right in with our playfulness and attraction. You know, if you're optimistic about your love life, then that shows that you have confidence in yourself and that you know that you're a catch and you know everything's going to work out in the end. And there's a Course in Miracles line that says something like, those who wait in faith can afford to wait in peace. I think those who wait in confidence can afford to wait in peace. Those who wait in faith can afford to wait in peace. And if you're certain that everything's going to work out, that the great creator has a person who matches you, who will eventually find you, and not just one person. There's probably many people we can really have a great life with, and someone will find you soon. I think we just have to keep our energy field open long enough to really let that person come in. A lot of times we get antsy and we try to control our love life, and we want to reach for that cute little snack, reach for that tiny little peach. But yeah, I think it's just like sit tight for a minute. You never know what's around the corner. So, I mean, you're really sitting pretty if you can just let go and see what's coming to you. Now, that is a lot easier to say if you are the feminine in the relationship, or if you are a straight woman attracting a straight man. I feel that more often than not, it builds more attraction to the masculine when the feminine sits back and lets them come to them. And you don't have to do that like all the time. You can throw little handkerchiefs out there, but for the most part, you do not want to be pushing or driving or like trying to get somebody to like do what you want them to by like sending them a text so they'll text you back. And it's like, it doesn't even count then. It's like, I don't care if I text someone something and then they're kind of just answering me. It's like, it's better when they send you the message, right? So maybe sit tight and relax. And if you're the guys out there and you're the masculines or any gender and you're more the masculine energy in the relationship, maybe take a day or two of silence and quiet and let go of control for yourself, let go of ego control as well. And then if you're finding that you're really attracted to somebody, like maybe reach out to them and see how it goes. Just throw something out there to them and see if they catch it. All right, and I want to cut the deck in half, and then I'm going to take my top card. That's what I want. Let's see, what is this? Oh, show your support. Sharing emotional support, inspire, motivate, acts of kindness, do what you can to help, and reach out. So it's like, be quiet, reach out. Be supportive. Show your general support and throw love and kindness out into the world. I tell you what, I've heard many guys say this many times, that they were talking about the girl they ended up with, and people had asked them like, oh, you know, like what was so attracted about this person? And a lot of times it was like, it wasn't like, oh, they were so hot or blah, 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 blah. It was like, oh yeah, this person was actually like really kind to me. And they were like a supportive person who like nurtured me, or like, I don't know, or just not so selfish. And, you know, they had compassion, and they were just a soft, gentle presence. And I think that's something that's not always readily available in our world today. Everybody's moving so fast. Everybody's, you know, trying so hard to, I don't know, win the dating apps and all that stuff, that we forget to just relax and be us and be nice to the people around us, for no reason other than it just feels good. Like, it feels good to be nice to people, especially if they deserve it. And like, you deserve it. It's like, let's all be kind to one another. I mean, we're all just trying so hard. We all deserve some kindness. And it feels like $1 million when someone treats you with just, I don't know, genuineness, and they're like real, and you're like, what? It makes such a difference. It's so attractive. Not though when you're a doormat. You have to respect yourself. You have to have boundaries. You know, you're not sucking up. There is a difference in that vibe. It's like genuine kindness and openness and sincerity are different than being easy, being the like low maintenance person going along to get along. Like, don't do that. Like, always be yourself, always be honest or whatever. But, you know, if you can ask someone about them and like listen, really, you know, really listen to what they're saying and like be interested, all of that, you know, that kind of thing. All right, guys, I'm talking myself in circles. I have a couple of days off coming up, so I'll hopefully have a clearer mind, and I'll have time to do a little setup, put some little lights up, get the table out, and do a big spread. And I'm looking forward to that. Well, all right, y'all be good. Bye. Ciao. Ciao, Piccianinis.